just pray again for Rinpoche's swift return, as it says here, and for the organisation to continue to fulfil Rinpoche's wishes by being harmonious, successful, and flourishing across the region to benefit sentient beings. Chanting the names of Noble Manjushri. In India language, Arya Manjushri Nama Sangiti. When Vajradhar ever glorious, supreme secure the heart attain, the hero conquering the triple world, the Vajra lord and master of all secrets, with eyes wide open like white lotuses, his face just like a lily in full bloom, while shaking in his hand repeatedly a Vajra the highest excellence, accompanied by countless Vajrapanis with features such as fierce turbulent brows, subduers of the heart to tame, heroes appearing with heroic hideous forms, brandishing in their hands their mighty Vajras, a tip sharp wit amidst intensive light, great benefactors to all living beings through skill, through insight, and through great compassion. With pleased and happy attitudes, with joy their bodies are those of wrathful deities, protectors who assist the Buddha's deeds, their bodies bowing reverentially, paid homage to the true awakened one, protector, blessed one, Tathagata, and joining his two palms respectfully said before the Lord the following. O omnipresent Lord, for my well-being, with due concern for me and for my sake, that I may reach complete awakening upon the basis of illusion's net, and for the sake of every living being sucked deep into the mud of ignorance, their thoughts disturbed by various afflictions so they may obtain the highest fruit, may you, the most supreme awakened one, the blessed one, the world's guru and teacher, who knows the great Samaya's reality, aware of wishes and abilities, reveal to us the great name chanting of the wisdom body, the blessed one, the great Shnisha, master of all speech, the self-arising wisdom emanation, the wisdom deity called Manjushri, these names with meaning both profound and vast, of great significance, unmatched, serene, with goodness at their start, middle, and end, proclaimed by Buddhas of the eons past and to be taught by Buddhas yet to come, and taught not once but time and time again by all the Buddhas of the present age, which were respectfully recited in illusion's net, the Tantra most supreme, by multitudes of mighty Vajrapanis, the joyous guardians of secret mantras. Just this I shall uphold with firm resolve until I reach my final liberation, so I may become a great protector of the Bay, the Buddha's every secret, and this I shall reveal to living beings according to each one's capacity, in order that afflictions may be quelled, so ignorance may fully be dispelled. With this request to the Tathagata, the master of all secrets, Vajrapani, his body bowed, his palms politely joined, then stood before the Lord devotedly. And so the Blessed One, Lord Shakyamuni, the best of men, the fully awakened one, extending from his mouth his handsome tongue, a tongue unmatched in both its breadth and length, displaying a gentle smile to living beings, a smile that fills the threefold world with light, that tames the enemy, the four maras, that ends unwanted birth in all three forms. His voice melodious like that of Brahma, completely filling all the triple world, replied as follows to the Lord of Secrets, to Vajrapani, strongest of the strong, that you, abounding in supreme compassion and aiming to assist all living beings, are willing and prepared to hear from me this evil-quelling, purifying chanting, chanting a name so filled with meaning of Manjushri's embodiment of wisdom, how truly excellent, O Vajradhara, excellent of you, O Vajrapani, and so I shall, O Master of all secrets, reveal just that to you most splendidly. With single-minded focus, listen well, how excellent responded Vajrapani, O so truly excellent, O Blessed One. And then the Blessed One, Lord Shakyamuni, surveyed in full the family great with mantras, the family of the Vidyas and the mantras, the family is threefold by its nature, the family of and yet beyond the world, the family great in brightening the world, the foremost family of Mahamudra, and so the family great with great Shnishas. And then about the Lord of speech he spoke these verses, which include 6 kingly mantras, which manifest from non-duality, which bear the quality of non-arising. A, I, U, E, O, A, Shtito, Shridi, Yana, Murti, Aham, Buddho, Buddha Nam, Traya Vavarti Nam, Om Vajratinshka, Dukkha, Cheda, Prajna, Yana, Murtaye, Yana Kaya, Vagishvara, Arapachanaye Te Nama. And so he is the Blessed One, the Buddha, awakened, fully born in the letter A. He is the letter A, the foremost phenomenon, supreme most syllable with meaning great, arising from great vital force, unborn beyond expression based on words of speech, the foremost cause of every form of speech, the shining forth of every kind of language. Great Feasty takes a form of great passion, producing bliss in every sentient being. Great Feasty takes a form of great anger, great enemy of every mental poison. Great Feasty is by nature great delusion, delusions vanquish our deluded minds. Great Feasty is in essence great fury, great adversary to all furiousness. Great Feasty takes a form of great desire, who vanquishes desire in all forms. He is great carnal lust, he is great bliss, he is great happiness, he is great joy. With great appearance bearing form supreme, with great complexion marked by great physique. With great renown, the great magnificent one is mandala voluminous and great. The bear, the mighty sword of wisdom, the foremost goad for taming great afflictions, possessing great renown, his glory great, his brightness great, his lustre most supreme, most wise upholder the great illusion, fulfill the great illusion's aims, enrapture by the great illusion's rapture, the great illusion's great illusionist, the foremost lord of great magnificence, supreme upholder of great discipline, intense supporter of great tolerance, with valor rooted in great diligence, samadhi resting through great meditation, endowed with bodies flowing from great wisdom, both great in strength and great in skilful means, a brimming ocean filled with vows and knowledge, by nature great in kindness, limitless, a foremost mind enriched by great compassion, of great insight, of great intelligence, great dexterous one, with methods ever great, commanding powers and great miracles, or driving force supreme with speed unmatched, renowned great lord of foremost majesty, most valorous owing to his great might, destroying the massive mountain of becoming unyielding, holding strong a massive Vajra, great terrifying lord, the great cruel one, provoking fear in great and daunting creatures, protect is the greatest of all vidyas, the guru is the greatest of all mantras, traversing well the Mahayana's path, himself the Mahayana's foremost way. He is Mahavarachana, the Buddha, great sage, observing great intensive silence, arising from the great mantra way, is at heart the great mantra way, accomplished in the 10 paramitas, having the 10 paramitas as home, in whom the 10 paramitas are pure, from whom the 10 paramitas are means, protector reigning over all 10 grounds, residing steadily in all 10 grounds, made pure in nature by the tenfold knowledge, maintaining purity through tenfold knowledge, with tenfold forms intent and tenfold content, with tenfold strength, pervasive Lord of sages, achieving every aim for every being, endowed with tenfold mastery supreme, beginningless, completely devoid by nature, pure reality and essence, unwavering, a speaker the truth with speech and actions perfectly aligned. Teacher the non-dual, truth non-dual, atop reality's most lofty peak, with selflessness his wild lions roar, instilling fear and deer like misled seekers. With journeys fruitful, travelling everywhere, as swift as thought in all Tathagatas, a victor slayer, a force triumphant lord, a universal king with forces great. Assembly head, instructor for assemblies, assembly lord, assembly chief, the ruler, most influential, bearing precious burdens, not other bound, his way the greatest way. The lord of speech, the master of expression, most skilled in words, adept with language truthful, with boundless words, the teacher, the truth, providing teachings on the fourfold truth. Not coming back, not turning round, the leader, the Prachika Buddhas, gone forth by going forth in different ways, the single cause of all great elements. Arhat Bhikshu, defilements exhausted, devoid of passion, master of the senses, arrived at comfort, met with security, free, having cooled down, is free from stains. Equipped and filled with knowledge in its space, the Sagata best know the world. Not thinking me, not clinging on to mind, establishing the system of the two truths. Upon the edge of cyclic life's far shore, with deeds accomplished, resting on the bank, emerging from untainted lone awareness, sword-like insight ever penetrating. The Son, the Dharma King, the noble Dharma, supreme illuminator of the world, the Dharma Lord, the sovereign of Dharma, the teacher, the path to excellence, accomplishing all goals, fulfilling aims, completely free from wants of any kind, bereft of thought and non-depleting source, the Dharma source, supreme beyond decay, enriched by merit, merits gathering, unique, great wisdom, wisdom, wisdom rich, aware of what exists and what does not, while gathering the twofold gathering. Eternal yogin, king of every way, the object and mind of concentration, the master of intelligent reflection, for by once alone is he experienced, immovable, ultimate beginning, the holder of three enlightened bodies, the Buddha formed of 5 embodiments, omnipresent, made of 5 wisdoms, is diatom with 5 awakened ones, with all 5 eyes, maintaining non-attachment. Great progenitor of all the Buddha's eminent and foremost son, arising from the world of true insight, the sourceless Dharma source, existence ending, comprised of Vajras, holy dense and from the newborn sovereign ruler world, emerging from the sky itself, arisen a massive blaze of knowledge and of insight, illuminating beacon of great light, a lamp of wisdom shining brightly, a light for beings, a lantern unto wisdom, with energy supreme most radiant, the Vidya King, the greatest mantras Lord, the mantra King, achieving noble aims, great Nisha, marvelous Nisha, Lord of space, revealer of all things, best embodiment of every Buddha, with eyes, the joy of every living being, creator manifesting varied forms, great sage, deserving praise, deserving worship, mantra born into the triple family, upholding mantras the foremost pledge, greatest bear the triple gem, who teaches all 3 peerless vehicles, the snare unfailing, most victorious, the snatcher ever great, the Vajra snare, Vajra hook, the snare of excellence, called Vajra bravery, is terrific, 6-faced, the king of anger, hideous, 6 eyes, 6-armed, the ever powerful, bearing his terrible farms, the skeleton, hala hala, 100 faces proud, Yama killer ruling obstacles, instilling fear with Vajra impetus, the Vajra hearted, famous for his Vajra, with belly large with Vajra's illusion, the Vajra born, the sovereign, the Vajra kin to space, his core comprised of Vajras, a moving haughty with a single dreadlock, his clothes an elephant rawhide still moist, great terrific one who cries ha ha, who screams he, instilling fervent fear, his laugh a screeching laugh, a booming laugh, he is the Vajra laugh, the mighty howl, he's a noble sattva, Vajra sattva, the Vajra sovereign lord, the highest bliss, the Vajra's wrathfulness, the highest joy, intoning hums of Vajra Hamkara, with Vajra arrows serving as his weapon, his sword comprised of Vajra slashing all, upholding every Vajra, Vajra bearing with just a single Vajra ending strife. With eyes like Vajra fire, truly dreadful, with hair that's like a Vajra set ablaze. Immersion of the Vajra, great immersion with eyes like Vajra's eyes 100-fold. With Vajra hairs that sprout upon his body, his unique figure marked by Vajra hairs. With nails advancing, Vajras at their tips, with skin that's solid like a Vajra's core. Splendid master donning, Vajra gallons adorned with Vajra fashioned ornaments. With booming voices, laughter crying high, 6-syllable producing Vajra rumbles. Great Manjushri sound supremely loud, a roar unique unto the threefold world. The voice that reaches every bound of space, preeminent amongst all voice endowed. He's a being who's fully realized truth, but related speak in selflessness, supreme in propagating emptiness, unspoken, teaching both the deep and vast. The Dharma conch emitting piercing sound, the Dharma gong with lasting resonance, arriving at unbounded liberation, is the Dharma drum in all directions. Without a form, with handsome form supreme, replete with forms diverse comprised of mind, with splendour shining through his every form, with all reflections under his control. Invincible, renowned as Lord Supreme, the Lord Supreme who rules the threefold world, abiding on the noble's lofty path, great source of flourishing in Dharma's crown. Beautiful form, unique unto all worlds, the elder, senior, father of all beings. Adorned with 32 auspicious marks, most beautiful, most handsome in all worlds. Teacher, teaching, mundane, good knowledge to teach all beings, most confident. The world's most trusted guide, protector, saviour, refuge, unsurpassed, the guardian. With rich enjoyments filling all of space, the knowledge ocean of omission beings, while smashing through the shell of ignorance and breaking through the cage of cyclic life. The thorough quell of intense affliction arriving at samsara's opposite shore. His crown, the crown of wisdom, consecration, his ornaments comprising perfect Buddhas. Soothe the pain of threefold pain, the end of the trio ending free. Arriving at threefold liberation, completely free of every obscuration, have achieved equality skylight. Beyond the stains of every last affliction, aware of timelessness in all three times. Most eminent amongst all sentient beings, a crown amongst those crowns with noble virtues. Completely free from every kind of substrate, established firmly on the path of space. Splendid wish-fulfilling jewel in hand, the best of all that's precious, omnipresent. Great wish-fulfilling tree, most plentifully greatest of all great auspicious vases. Fulfilling the aims of living beings, adore and ally, most beloved to all creatures. Aware of good and bad, aware of times, omnipresent, know the pledges. Bolding pledges, conscious of occasions, awake to varied aptitudes and beings, with expertise in threefold liberation. With virtues, knowing Dharma, auspicious source of all auspiciousness, of all auspicious things, the most auspicious. Great splendor, glory, good, most prosperous. Great reassurance, foremost celebration. Great joyousness, the highest form of pleasure. Abundant reverence, action, venerable. Great happiness, and noble Lord of splendor. Greatest grant of all wishes, wish for the high source of refuge, refuge granting. The fearsome enemy of potent danger, alleviating danger in all forms. With tufts of hair, with plumes of luscious hair, with matted lock cord tied. 5 faced with 5 hair tusks, his head well crowned, his head adorned with garlands of 5 strands. Bold in great observances, head shaven, the foremost of observances, chaste student. With great austerities, perfected, fuel is the greatest Bedar Katama. A Brahmanur of Brahman, arrived in full at Brahman Nirvana, awakening its branches, liberation, release, complete tranquility, quiescence. Nirvana, peacefulness, tranquility, approaching graceful entry to Nirvana. Culmination, ending pain and pleasure, state devoid of passion, free from constraints. Beyond defeat, unmanifest, unmatched, not making manifest, appearance free. Pervasive, timeless, fully omnipresent, minute, beyond defilement, seed free. Unstained, devoid of passion, passionless, controlling humors, free from every illness. By nature, most awakened, fully awake, omniscient, knowing everything supreme. Beyond reality is consciousness, pristine awareness, bearing non-dual form. Beyond conceptualization, effort-free, acting as Buddhas do in every age. The Buddha endless and beginless, the Buddha at the start, devoid of sequence. With wisdom as his only eye, unstained, Tathagata, with wisdom as his body. The sovereign of all Lamas, great debater, king of discourse, best of orators, best and greatest of communicators, the unassailable line of speech. With universal vision, true delight, with fire gallants, handsome to behold. The endless, not most rating, great lustre with shining rays and hand providing light. Best and foremost of all great physicians, unequalled in removing thorns of pain. A tree providing medicine for all, a foe opposing every malady. The lovely crowning jewel of all three worlds, the cluster of the stars most glorious. The end of space in all its 10 directions, the hoisting high of Dharma's victory flag. Sharing one large umbrella with the world, with love and kindness is his mandala. Celebrated lotus lord of dance, pervasive with his precious parasol. Blazing energy of all the Buddhas, the bodies fully shared by all the Buddhas. The highest union form with all the Buddhas, the single teaching taught by all the Buddhas. Most glorious with Vajraratna's blessing, the high sovereign lord of Savaratna. The king supreme of Savalokeshvara, the lord on high of Sarva Vajradhara. The quintessential mind of Sarva Buddha residing in the mind of every Buddha. Greatest body born by every Buddha, lovely speech enriching every Buddha, scorching brightness from the Vajra sun with stainless lustre from the Vajra moon, great passion of the passionless in others with multicoloured rays that brightly blaze, perfect Buddhas, perfect Vajra posture, retaining for all beings the Buddha's Dharma, the Lotus Buddha's celebrated sun, the knowledge treasure for the omniscient, sovereign king controlling all illusions, the foremost master of the Buddha's spells, called Vajratinskar sword, supremely mighty, completely pure, the high syllable. Top pain remedy, the Mahayana, with Vajra Dharma as his mighty weapon, with Vajra depth renowned as Jinnajik, with Vajra thought aware of how things are, perfecting all perfections, perfectly adorned by all the grounds of bodhisattvas, the selflessness of pure phenomena, with lustre that is moonlight unto knowledge, with great endeavours as illusory nets, the foremost master ruling every tantra, endowed and full with every Vajra posture, completely furnished with all wisdom bodies, completely good with intellect supreme, the embryo there sustaining beings, great embryo from which all Buddhas form, with emanation circles most diverse, the highest nature of all entities, support of the nature of all things, with goals for all, with dharmas unarisen, support of the nature of all dharmas, with full awareness of phenomenon, but an instant as wise as sage, with vivid realization of all dharmas, he is a sage, the greatest intellect, the vanquisher of host of evil spirits, unwavering, completely pure in nature, grasping the wakefulness of perfect Buddhas, the direct realization of all Buddhas is the flame of wisdom luminous. Great fulfiller of desired aims, a purifier of all evil states, the greatest of all living beings, protector, the earnest liberator of all creatures. Unrivaled knight in battle with afflictions, humiliating ignorance's foe, the celebrated mind of amorousness, endowed with forms heroic and repulsive. The dancer moving to and fro, his hundreds of lengthy arms while setting down his stride. The dancer spreading through the whole of space and filling it with serene Zatra hundreds arms. Stood tall atop the surface there, the soul of just one foot pervading all. Stood tall atop the sum of the world, the nail of his big toe suppressing all. Whose aim is one, whose aim is non-dual dharma, whose aim is ultimate beyond destruction. Whose mind consists in groups of consciousness with varied objects forming cognizance. Amused with every object of existence, a mind of passion, loving emptiness. Transcending worldly passion alike, with great enjoyment for the threefold world, with fair complexion, white like pristine clouds, with radiance like beams from autumn clouds, with lustre rivaling the morning sun, with nails emitting light of crimson red, whose handsome crown is sterling sapphires, whose hair is tips of sapphire deep blue, with glory from the light of his great jewel adorned with emanations of the Buddhas, the shake of 100 worldly realms, the strength of four miraculous powers, reality with mindfulness supreme, samadhi, king of fourfold mindfulness, infused with sense from blooming bodies, branches, an ocean of Tathagata virtues, with knowledge of the eightfold past true way, with knowledge of the path of perfect Buddhas, great attachment of all living beings, attachment free, comparable with space, when springing up in every creature's mind, he is for every being as swift as mind, aware of all the attitudes of beings while captivating every creature's mind, with insight into aggregated natures himself with fully purified aggregates, top the peak of every going forth, most skilled in going forth in every way, establishing all paths of going forth, the teacher of all forms of going forth, uprooting all becoming with 12 links endowed with purity in all 12 forms, has formed the way of fourfold noble truth with realization of eightfold knowledge, with meaning of the truth in 12-fold form, aware of suchness in its 16 forms, the true awakening in 20 forms, awakened fully, knowing all supreme, dispatching countless sets of centimillion embodiments of emanating Buddhas, the final realization of all moments, who knows each moment's object for all minds, and manifesting for the sake of beings with means derived from varied vehicles, gone forth by way of all three vehicles, remaining in the single vehicle's fruit, with purified afflicted spheres at heart, annihilating every karmic sphere, arrived atop dry land from flooding oceans, emerged from yoga's perilous dark grove, released from general, minor, and complete afflictions and the latent tendencies, with insight, means, and foremost empathy, achieving fruitful aims for living beings, abiding object free through all perceptions, with consciousness as object with cessation, with every being the object of his mind, with knowledge that's the mind of all the Buddhas, residing in the mind of every Buddha, having become their mind's equality, and satisfying the mind of every being is for every being great inner joy. Confusion free regarding points of doctrine, completely free from error in all its forms, is thinking free from doubt, is object threefold, is object all three properties by nature. Throughout three times the content of five skandhas, discerning clearly in each and every moment, awakening in but a single moment is basic nature equal to all Buddhas, with body bodiless, the best of bodies, with realization the peak of bodies, displaying his form in every possible way is the greatest stone, the precious gem. What all the perfect Buddhas are to know, the Buddha's unsurpassed awakening, devoid of syllables yet born of mantra, rising from the great mantra threefold family. The father to the meaning of all mantras, the greatest Bindu, void of syllables, with five great syllables, great empty one, 100 syllable, devoid of Bindu, endowed with every form, yet free from form, supporting half of 16 Bindus, transcending every grouping, void of member, sustaining Dhyana's fourth and final peak. Aware of Dhyana's each and every aspect, with knowledge of Samadhi's types and families, best of bodies, body of Samadhi, the sovereign king of all enjoyment bodies, Best of bodies, emanation body, to emanations of the Buddhas, with varied emanations everywhere while benefiting all however needed. The sovereign of the gods, the god of gods, the Surya Lord, the ruler of mortals, king of deities, God's guru, the highest lord of pramatas, pramata. Emerged from cyclic life, imposing forest, the single teacher guru for all beings, in every well-known world, in all directions, the eminent bestower of the Dharma. Concealed by armour made of loving kindness, well shielded by the shield of empathy, with wisdom sword in hand, with bow and arrow, concluding war with ignorance and kleshas. The Mara's enemy and tamer hero, eliminating threats from all four Maras, defeating all the armies of the Maras, a guide for living beings, a perfect Buddha. Deserving homage, worthy respect, deserving reverence, always vulnerable, deserving worship, worthy regard, the highest guru ever venerable, traversing all three worlds in just one stride, a step extending past the bounds of space, with knowledge of the three well versed and pure, with sixfold higher knowledge and recall. Bodhisattva, Mahasattva, with power great, transcending worldly life, perfected by his excellence of insight, now unified with insight's highest nature, the whole aware of self, aware of other, for fit for all is the best of men, surpassing all to which he is compared, supreme most lord of knowing and what's known, foremost master of imparting Dharma, who shows the meaning of the fourfold seal, the most revered amongst all living beings, engaged in going forth in all three paths, with glory purified by ultimate truth, most fortunate within the threefold world, the celebrated source of all endowments, supreme among the most glorious, Manjushri. Homage to you, boon granter, best of Vadras, a summit of existence, homage to you. Homage to you, source of emptiness, O Buddha's awakening, homage to you. Passion of the Buddhas, homage to you. Desire of the Buddhas, I pay you homage. Love of every Buddha, homage to you. The joy of all the Buddhas, I pay you homage. Smile of every Buddha, homage to you. The laugh of all the Buddhas, I pay you homage. Speech of every Buddha, homage to you. The heart of all the Buddhas, I pay you homage. Arisen from non-being, homage to you, arisen from the Buddhas, arisen from the sky, homage to you, born of pristine wisdom. O net of illusion, homage to you, Buddha spectacle, homage to you, the everything of all, a body of wisdom, homage to you, Om Sava Dhamma Bhava Svabhava Vishuddha Vajra A. Parkite Parishida Savadama Yat Uta Sava Tatagata Yanakaya Manjushri Parishuditam Ubadayeti A. Sava Tatagata Hridayam Hara Hara Om Hum Shri Bhagavam Yana Murti Vagishvara Ma Vaja Sarvadama Gagana Mala Suparashida Dharmadatu Yana Garba A. Then Vajradhara ever glorious, most pleased and satisfied with folded palms, prostrated to the Buddha, noble guard, the blessed one, the Lord Tathagata, and with a host of other Vajrapanis of varied forms, the Lord Agukas, sublime protectors, noble wrathful kings, he then exclaimed this effervescent praise. Protector, we rejoice, how excellent what you have clearly taught, through your lofty aim has been achieved, which leads us to true and full awakening. And so the aims of helpless mundane beings who seek the fruits of perfect liberation, just this taught in the Maya Jala is the noble path that leads to excellence, with largeness, vastness, and profundity, with meaning great. Achieving being's aims, just this comprises every Buddha sphere, just this is taught by all awakened ones. Take a breath. Hantong Gyalpo, words of truth, pacifying the dangers of weapons. O Mani Padme Hum. Great loving, victorious one, Arya sublime, compassionate, eye looking one, wrathful, victorious, high griever, perfect, pure Tara, and so forth. Objects of refuge, whose holy names eliminate all dangers upon mere hearing, who are compassionate in nature, please pay attention to me. When the sentient beings at the time of quarrelling and of flourishing in the 5 degenerations are tormented by fighting and intense suffering, from the explosion of a great ocean of evil karma and jealousy, please dry this ocean up by the strength of your transcendental wisdom and compassion. Also by letting fall a great nectar rain of loving kindness on the transmigrated beings whose hatred is a blazing fire. Please grant your blessings for happiness and auspiciousness to increase by they recognizing each other as being like parents. Through your defeating the multitude of vicious evil spirits who, by entering someone's mental continuum, change it instantly into the mind of an asura, from now on may they never roam in this region. Please also cause all the sentient beings who have died in war from now on to abandon all evil karma, the cause and result, and be miraculously born in blissful land. Please also lead all others to that pure land. Please cause all those who are born and die to have long lives, not have sickness, to stop all their quarrelling and fighting, and to enjoy a life in the 10 virtues. Please make rainfall at the right time, harvest to always be good, and auspiciousness to increase on all habitants and for all inhabitants. By the ultimate reality, which is pure in nature, unbetraying cause and result, which is that ultimate reality, and the compassionate mind-sealed deity and rare sublime ones, may my pure and extensive prayers be accomplished. Let's just chant a few Mani Padme Hum. Om 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 Mani Padme Hum. Mani Padme Hum. Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Mani Padme Hum. Mani Padme Hum. Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Mani Padme Hum. Mani Padme Hum. Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Mani Padme Hum. Mani Padme Hum. Mani Padme Hum. Oh, Mani Padme Hum. Peerless teacher and assembly of the children of the victorious one, Shravakas and Prachika Buddhas, victorious Losam father and sons, along with the lineage masters. All the objects of refuge, infinite lands, please bestow the virtue and goodness of accomplishing this prayer here and now. Holding and spreading the Muni's precious and complete teachings through explanation and practice. You wore the armor of patience that is never discouraged, and comparable venerable Guru, to you I make request. While striving single-pointedly for the sake of the victorious one's teaching, the sole gateway through which all benefit and happiness emerge, and for mother living beings you suddenly departed to peace, what a great loss. Nevertheless, through the undeceiving truth of the blessings, the ocean of three jewels, and the great ways of bodhicitta, the children of victorious ones, may the smile of reincarnation swiftly beam in glory for fortunate disciples. Ojitengam pende maluba ganle jume zambel yishino karin zume tenzing yatsuju kuse tenshi tu shilun shok. Incomparable, kind, and supreme Tenzing Gyatso, source of every single benefit and happiness in this world, may you have the wish-granting, wish-fulfilling jewel. May you have a long life and all your holy wishes be spontaneously fulfilled. Chanju senjo rinpoche mage banam ye gyurshi yewa nyamba meba ye gonne gondu belwar shu. May the precious Supreme Bodhicitta not yet born arise. May that arisen not decline but increase more and more. Me seve ter chen chen rizi drime gembe ombo jamel yang gan chen gebe su gen zong ga ba lo san ra be shabla so va de me seve ter chen chen rizi Rime gembe ombo jambeya ganjenge besu gyanzongaba lusandrabe shabla sovade beme sere der jen rizik Rime gembe ombo jambeya ganjenge Sugyanzongaba Losandrabe Shabla Suvade. All right, thank you so much again for joining.